Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You've got the one, the only, the myth, the legend, Bert, the Hurt Locker, and your boy Big L over here. And we can't wait to talk to you about us investing into dividend stocks this past week of February 8th.
Smash that subscribe button, people. Come on. Please help us out and subscribe if you haven't already. And give us that thumbs up, too. We appreciate all the love and support we've gotten so far. We want to keep bringing you dividend news, dividend investing, talking about, I don't know, maybe some more dividend stuff that just keeps coming up. So
dividends. It's Bert when he's just talking to his wife, his baby. It's just goo goo gaga dividend.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to teach my daughter some of her first words. She says, Mama, Dad, dividends.
That's all you need.
Yeah. The three essentials in life.
That's it. Water, food, throw that out. As long as you've got that dividend income stream, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so the name of the game of reaching financial freedom is consistently buying income-producing assets, and we have pursued that route by investing in dividend growth stocks. So we are trying to just build a nice base by constantly buying dividend stocks, seeing our dividend income grow, and then on top of that, reinvesting those dividends to help us grow that dividend income here. We're talking with our hands a lot today, everybody. That is the end goal of this video. So everybody get ready. We're going to talk about our purchases from the last week.
So again, the proof is in the pudding. We don't just like to talk about dividend investing, tell you about what stocks are increasing their dividend, what stocks to buy, what stocks to watch. We buy dividend stocks. We actually put our money where our mouth is, literally. No, not literally, but we buy dividend stocks. And this week was no different. Bert and his wife, they deployed capital into income-producing assets, aka dividend stocks.
And Lanny and his wife did the exact same. So that's why we are getting ready to tell you about these stocks that we buy.
Consistently investing is key. Sticking to your dividend strategy or your investment strategy is key, and not, going off course. Obviously, if the fundamentals and the rules change, you must change course. But always look for those undervalued investment opportunities on that pursuit to financial freedom.
And how do we find those undervalued dividend opportunities? I know every single one of you are thinking about that exact question. Lanny pulled out the binoculars. We're ready to go. So we find those stocks by reviewing a company's price to earnings ratio to make sure it's less than the S&P 500. We review that dividend payout ratio to make sure it's less than 60%. Although we love those companies that have that 40 to 60% perfect dividend payout ratio. We then look at a company's dividend growth history. We review the consecutive years they've increased their dividend and their average dividend growth rate. And lastly, we look at a company's dividend yield as our bonus metric once the company passes the first three metrics of our stocks.
That bonus metric.
Yeah, it's all about the bonus.
It's all about the bonus.
Yeah.
And this is a bonus here for you guys because we are going to dig into these dividend stocks that we purchased. Again, we deployed capital and added dividend income, and this is what you want to see. What did these two jabronis over here buy this past week?
Yeah, the first one, we keep talking how consistency is key. We will continue talking about how you need to be consistent when you're a dividend investor, and the model of dividend consistency is Lanny right here with this weekly purchase that he does. So Lanny, kick this video off.
We're going to kick it off. You can probably watch all the other videos. I'll keep it even shorter this video. My wife and I, we have been investing into Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF. Ticker symbol is VYM. And again, that is composed of hundreds of dividend growth stocks, really focused on growing that dividend income. The yield is upwards of over 3%, and dividend growth is somewhere between 7 to 8%. So a very good combo on this ETF. Love Vanguard, love the low expense ratios and the diversification. I know there's plenty of discussion about other ETFs. Obviously, it's great to look at them all because it reduces your risk into looking at only one stock. So every Monday, we've been buying 3 shares each for a total of 6 shares into Vanguard since probably July/August of 2020. So again, this week was no different. This past Monday, my wife and I each bought 3 shares of Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF at $94.83 a piece. And again, they produce a dividend of around almost $3 per share. So in total, we deployed almost $600, and we added close to $17.50 in forward income for an overall yield of 3.07%.
It's fantastic. Just keep shooting those free throws every Monday and buying those 3 stocks of VYM. It's great to see how this position continues to grow. So nice job, Lanny. Nice job, Lanny's wife.
But I wasn't the only one busy on Monday here. I know Bert, you guys were deploying some capital.
Yeah, oh, it must have been us, right? You are right indeed. We decided to buy some dividend stocks on Monday as well as we continue to grow. I haven't been buying VIM, but I at least try to buy something on Monday as well to put some money in the market and start the week off on the right foot. So first, my wife will talk about one of her purchases. It's been a company that we've been adding to a lot in her portfolio over the last year. The company is Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. So we've been growing that position. This week we just added 3 shares. Nothing too crazy with them. We bought them at a price of $34.79. And yes, Lanny did just give me the shot there because that's why we like Pfizer. They've been a major player in getting the COVID vaccine rolled out and ready to go. They've helped get a lot of people taken care of as we continue to see the number of vaccinated in the United States grow. It's fantastic.
What was that yield, though, on your purchase?
The yield on our purchase was insane. It was 4.48%. So their stock price continues to fall. In November and December, when the vaccine started rolling out, their price actually jumped up into the high 30s per share, and it's just come falling down ever since. So on that ride down, we'll just continue to buy 3 to 5 shares at a time and grow my wife's position. Not going to complain.
Again, with a 10-plus year, dividend growth streak that Pfizer has, they'll have some very unique dividend play coming up here probably next quarter. But yeah, I mean, great deployment.
Yeah, thanks, Lanny. And then I guess I'll just roll in because our Monday didn't stop. We purchased 2 more different stocks here. One of the things we continued also building in my wife's position in Verizon, ticker symbol VZ. We bought twice in the week. We bought it Monday and we bought it Friday. So in total, she added 5 shares of Verizon this week.
Nice.
On Monday, we added 3 shares at a price of $54.93. And then on Friday, we added 2 more shares at $54.26. So this company just continues to hang tight. The slow drop down in stock price. So we'll continue adding to our position there. In total, that would be over $270 of stock purchased in Verizon, and we're adding almost $13 in dividend income added from those purchases.
So what was the lowest price you got Verizon this week?
$54.27.
Well, I had to come in on Friday as well on the 12th, and I also bought 2 shares of Verizon Communications as well. Again, ticker symbol VZ.
So what was the price you bought it at with me?
So I managed to get them at $54.25. So just a hair underneath Bert's price. Got them.
Yeah, it's that weekly contest. We've been pretty balanced this of who usually buys the same stock at the lower price. So congrats, Lanny, you came out on top. But what's nice for us building this Verizon position, we talked about AT&T on this channel a lot. Lanny and I both have massive positions in AT&T. So the metrics are right for Verizon. We've started building our positions in the major competitor to AT&T in the leader in the wireless communication space. So can't hurt to have 2 of the best in the sector, in a sector that's going to continue to play a major role in our lives going forward because cell phones and internet aren't going away anytime soon. We're not going to start writing letters to each other again and not talking the way we have been.
So with Verizon, again, I bought 2 shares, $108. Yield was 4.63%. I added with those 2 shares $5.02. My total position now in Verizon is actually 28 shares. And the overall dividend income I'm expected to get is actually now pushing over $70 in annual dividends on my Verizon position alone.
Nice, Lanny. Very nice.
Yeah, so it's definitely getting to that solid footing. I could see maybe getting a couple more shares. I think I put out a tweet the other day, who's here wants, Verizon to drop below 54 and who's buying. And the number of responses was pretty impressive because, again, one of the biggest telecommunication companies, it's hard not to look at Verizon.
Yeah. Now, we have 2 more stocks that we purchased. We each added 1 more on this list that we're going to talk about. Here's what's exciting. We have not talked about these stocks yet. These are 2 new purchases for everyone to see here. So it's not the same old, we continue buying positions. They are new companies that we have purchased. Not new companies in our portfolios, but we just haven't bought them in a long time.
Right. Well, yeah, correct. But we did talk about one of them in a recent dividend increase video. So you'll see the name. You'll have some familiarity with them. One you may know of, one you may not. And Bert, since yours was earlier in the week, what if you talked about, the 4 shares you bought of this company?
Yeah, I love buying companies that are headquartered in the great state of Ohio. Stay true and true to the Buckeye State. IO. And this one's perfect because they were one of the major corporations in Columbus. This company, it was Cardinal Health, ticker symbol CAH. The company recently released earnings, and the stock price actually fell after the earnings, which is why I bought them. Because when I started looking, some of the highlights from the earnings release, where they had 5% revenue growth quarter over quarter. Company's medical equipment continues to grow because they've been a major they have been a major player in distributing PP&E to hospitals and all the medical places out there. And after that too, the company's raised their earnings per share outlook. They increased the range of what they're expecting from $5.65 on the low end to $5.95 where they're going into the earnings release. Now they're expecting EPS to be $5.85 to $6.10 per share. I see a lot of great news in there. Revenue growth, strong sector growth, and they're forecasting more earnings. Stock price fell after. So yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more to my position in this dividend aristocrat. It makes all the sense in the world to me.
Bert loves Cardinal Health.
I do actually own a lot of them. It's just been a long time since I bought them.
Again, dividend aristocrat. I think the big fear right now is the Amazons and the way to, really electronically deliver your prescriptions. And, with Cardinal Health being a major distributor in the pharmaceutical industry, I think there's the fear with what's going to happen with Cardinal Health.
And it's a fair fear. I don't think that's unfounded, but if there's someone that's also going to help figure out once the government gets out of distributing the vaccine, yeah, I'm at the center of it. But they're one of the leaders in the sector of distributing medical equipment to all these hospitals. You bet they're going to play a major role once things get normalized and the government isn't taking a hand in the logistics. So the 4 shares added $7.78 to our forward income. The yield on our purchase was $3.73 per share. So enough from me. Lanny, who is this other company here?
So this other company is not headquartered in Ohio. In fact, they're not headquartered in the United States. The company you probably know full and well. Just go to your bathroom, look at the back of the bottles, go into your cupboard, your pantry. You might find their brand on the back. Unilever, ticker symbol UL. For my wife's portfolio, since she owns them, she picked up another 6 shares at $54.28. Based on what the dividend looks like with exchange rates, et cetera, about 3.79% dividend yield. So with the 6 shares, we were able to add $12.34, 1, 2, 3, 4. And some of the brands that we'll highlight here with Unilever, again, this is a consumer good, pandemic-proof stock. You've got your Dawn, your Dawn soap, your Lipton tea, your Suave, it's, the list, Dove. I mean, Bert, give me a couple more brands that you know of.
You got that Country Crock margarine butter in there. Let's see what else we got.
Bertolli, you got a little Italian sauce. You got the Caress. You got the, the Knorr little side noodle dishes. I mean, there's just a lot of different brands.
We're going to put the picture up in the video too, so you can see for themselves. You would be shocked how many of these brands you'd recognize just in your house or in the store.
And I mean, there's more that goes down the list. I know Bert, ever since 12, he still uses that Axe spray before he goes out and hits the town.
Why mess with success?
Yeah, just spray. He just axes it. But again, Unilever, a very great stock to own in your portfolio, showing signs of undervaluation here. As I'm telling the community, take a look at them. Yeah. Again, at $54.28, almost a 4% yield. You are getting more than double the S&P 500 on the yield. Plus, they just grew their dividend by around, I call it 4%.
This is Lanny's favorite problem, is trying to figure out how much the dividend increases were for an international company. It drives him insane.
Their release said 4%. Seeking Alpha says 6%, so I go conservative with 4%.
Yeah, that's fair until we can prove it out and we see the cash come in.
In fact, on my spreadsheet, I don't even count it as a dividend growth.
Really, this problem drives Lanny insane. I cannot emphasize
the reason why it drives me nuts is because, again, this is an international company and you have to buy an ADR or American Depository Receipt. So it's you being able to buy international companies on the U.S. exchanges. So again, it's not a, it's hard with the translation.
Yeah, if someone has a link of where they can go that actually calculates this, just put it in the comments section.
Yeah, so again, Unilever, overall 6 shares, deployed over $325.
Yeah. So in summary, I'll go through my purchases once again. This was a lighter week for us on the dividend front. My wife and I invested a little under $600. It was $586. We bought, on Monday of the week, we bought 3 shares of Pfizer, 3 shares of Verizon, 4 shares of Cardinal Health. We took a breath, waited for the end of the week, And then on Friday, right before the market closed, we added 2 more shares of Verizon. In total, we added $25 of dividend income. Our yield on our cost for this week was 4.26%.
Solid. And then my wife and I over the week had a nice round $1,003 in total investments. We added $34.82 in forward dividend income, and the overall yield on our purchases was 3.47%.
Fantastic stuff. So please let us know what stocks you purchased this week. We know you bought some. We know it. So tell us in that comment section below what stocks you bought and what you thought of our stock purchases.
Again, this is all about coming together in the dividend investing community. Hopefully these are some dividend stocks you're considering buying. You know, I know Bert and I, we are telling you we're still looking at Verizon, we're still looking at Cardinal Health, Unilever, General Dynamics, Lockheed. There are a bunch of names that we're still looking at heavily right now in the marketplace for stocks to buy. Again, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up if you haven't already.
And subscribe to that channel.
That's right. This is Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.